Hi, this is video SG2 sinusoidal graphing part 2. This is where we talk about period. We're going to review a little bit. It's page 1 because there's 2 pages on this video. I like making big graphs, so I don't want to squish them on one page. Anyway, period just means how long to repeat one cycle. And it's going to be a number, and it's always going to have v degrees because this, hello, where does it say this? It needs to say it's a horizontal measurement. So what you're looking at is how far it is from one maximum to the next. So from crest of one wave to the crest of the next, or from minimum to minimum. Those are the easiest ways to do it. You can do other points on the graph, but it just makes life complicated. Again, there's a formula that you can use. I never use it. The only thing, we'll get into it at the very end, is just you need to pay attention if you have a graph that's starting over here and finishing over here to make sure you add on this little extra bit. Okay, anyway, let's go back to page 1. Hope you still have it somewhere. And we are going to trace out a period. And I'm just going to make it easy. I'm going to start at the top. So period can go from, oops. From a maximum to the next maximum. There, ta-da. And for the record, if you measured from here to here, went from there to there, that would also be a period. The problem with this picture is these aren't really lining up very pretty, because I like stuff that's pretty. So we will actually do calculating of a period when it works out really nice. Now, if we look at this one, it's not pretty either. And I've only got one maximum and I've only got one minimum. So what you can use, if the max to max or min to min doesn't work for you, you can go starting at the 0. We're going to go above. Now we got to keep going. We're going to go underneath to there. So I don't know what this is, but it's somewhere over 900 degrees because that's 900 there because we got the little extra there and we get a little tail on the other end. That's period. All right, so why am I doing it? How about you try? Trace out one period on these last 2 graphs. All right, I'm going to be lazy. Maximum to maximum. Boom, there's one. Maybe you went like this. Same thing. You could be a wild person. Oh, I got to think about where I can start. I could start by going down and all the way up. See, because if I got to that point right there, I'd be starting to go down. I start to repeat myself. That's why max to max is the easiest. This one, it looks like 0 is going to be the way to go. I guess you could trace from here to there. I think that's a maximum. But, oh, these are going to be so pretty when they're done. There, ta-da! There's a cycle. One period. I like colors. Pause the video. Do one cycle on here. I have faith you already get this. Okay, so I can see here I've got a minimum there, another one, so I'm just going to use that. Again, my numbers aren't lining up pretty, so I'm not even going to try. You could have also traced from the 0 all the way up to there. That would be fine. Oh, could you actually see that? from 0 down, up to wherever this point is. That would be okay too. Let's try doing one from the 0. Just to be different. So I'm starting here. So when I say the 0, I'm starting at the 0 of the x-axis. So I'm going to go up here, and then I'm going to go down, and I'm going to come all the way to there. Excuse me. Honestly, the problem with doing that is people will get confused. They'll often stop here, or they'll keep going to the next one. That's why if I went from here, down the valley, up to the next stop, to me, that's really obvious how far I'm supposed to go. So max to max is a beautiful thing. And last one, yep, I'm just going to do max to max. So here's the maximum, there's another one. And away we go. Done. Tell me this is not the most fun you've had in math. Come on, admit it. This is easy. You're going, it's going to change. Yes, of course it is. But for now, let's be happy with the graphical analysis and our vocabulary. So there's our, oh, sorry, amplitude. We're talking about period. Boop. Sorry about the boops. Okay, here we go. These ones I have created so that the numbers are pretty and we can actually read off. At least I think they are. Okay, so we did that. We're going to find our period here. Now, I'm looking at my graph. I'm not seeing two maximums, so I guess I'm going to start at 0. I'm going to go up and down. It's kind of like a sad little roller coaster. And there you go. So my period is 360 degrees. That's it. Now, let's look at this one. Trying to figure out if I want to be lazy or not. I'm going to be lazy. And you may disagree with me. Okay, so maximum to my next maximum, which is really cool. It'd be so much cooler if we actually knew what those numbers were. But I know that this is 90, so this has to be 45. And then that means, you know what? I'm just going to make life easy here. So 45 plus 90. This is going to be 135. And then we go plus 45. Oh, can't see it. That's going to be my 180 plus 45. So it's 225. Now we got to be careful. We can't say our period is 225 because we didn't start at 0. So we could say 225 minus 45. I think I know the answer, but I don't want to be wrong. It's 180 degrees. So, and if you're thinking, you know, yeah, could I just started here at the 2, going down, going back up to the 2, and got to 180, you'd be completely right. It doesn't matter. Either way, you're going to get the same answer. This one, again, because I was starting here, I had to subtract to make that adjustment. Let's look at this last one. Oopsies. Down at the bottom. All right, so after my last little thing, I'm thinking, can I just start at the 0 because it's easier? So if I start at 0, I'm going to go uphill. I'm going to go down past that point, down, and I'm going to be done at 360. I also could have went from here to the negative 90 and finished at 270, which, if you think about it, this is 270. This is an extra 90. It would also be 360. Whatever works. I mean, technically, we have that formula. We can go, if we want to do that one, it'd be 270 minus 90, which would be 360, right? Because a double negative. So maybe when you can, you always want to start at 0 and just know that sometimes it's a roller coaster. All right, what I want you to do now is pause the video and go back and fill in all of this stuff. Because I have faith, right? We got to review, got to get that to stick in your head because it's the end of the year and everybody's tired and your head is very full. If you're struggling, get up, do some jumping jacks. It's going to pack down your brain cells a little bit, give you more room. All right, maximum, how high does it go? Y is equal to 1. Minimum, how low does it go? Y is equal to -1. Midway, y is equal to 0. I guess I should have wrote midline. Oops. And my amplitude is there. Amplitude is equal to 1. So remember, these guys get y's. This is just a plain old number, and it's always, 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 always positive. All right, maximum. Y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 0 is my minimum. So halfway in between. And before I give in, I'm going to make sure that's 2 boxes. And that's 2 boxes. So that means my midline must be y is equal to 2. And my amplitude is 2. Those do not have to be matchy-matchy. That was just a fluke. Last one. Let's see, maximum highest number. So we're going this way and we're reading this graph, right? We're reading this axis, the y-axis. So y is equal to 0. How low does it go? Okay, this is a low. Oh, wait a minute. This is nice. Y is equal to -2. My midline, where's my middle? There it is. Y is equal to -1. And my amplitude is equal to 1. I can't emphasize enough how often the amplitude needs to be positive, because sometimes students get mixed up and they'll make it a negative. No. Amplitude is always just a distance. All right. Oh, that says page 1. That implies. Oh, look at that. There's a page 2. Okay. So again, pause this, please. Because you know what? If you just sit there and stare at me while I do this, although maybe I'm entertaining, I think I am some days, you're not going to get much out of it. You need to practice. You need to try. It's just like if you're going to become a hockey player, a football player, a world famous crochet person, you had to put that in there. You have to practice. It's not just watching videos. You actually have to physically do this. And when you exercise your brain, it's going to stick in there better for you. So please pause the video. All right, let's do this. I'm just going to do it. Uh-oh. I'm going to do it in order. The uh-oh was like, here's my maximums. Well, if that's 1 and that's 2, that looks like it's y is equal to 1.5. So my minimum is y is equal to -1.5. Careful, don't make that 2.5. Right, you're reading this way. My middle, it's at 0. Oh, every time I do that. There. All right, amplitude is from there to there. So that is, oh, I screwed up. Were you yelling at me? Hope so. I need my y in there. Amplitude 1.5. And my period I don't want to make things difficult. I'm going to start at the 0. So now I'm talking horizontal. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to go all the way up and there. Because if I keep going, then I'm starting to repeat. So then my period is 90 degrees. I'm just staring at it. If it'd be easier to do that. And no, without the numbers, not necessarily. All right, next question. Oh, also, there's my amplitude. Make sure even if it goes down first, don't care. Amplitude is still positive. All right, maximum. You don't have to draw these in. I'm just making it easier for me to see and you to see on the video. Oh, now I lost all my lines. Max, y is equal to 3.5. Minimum. I'm just writing that in now so I don't forget. How low does it go? It goes to negative 1.5. And the middle, I don't know. That doesn't look right. And it's 1. So it's 1, and then it'd be from there to there. Which is 1, 2.5. And if I go down. Did I get that right? That doesn't seem quite right. See, this is where I'm like, this is where the equation would come in. I don't like all those little lines are bothering me. I know there's an equation somewhere. Where is it? Or my midline. All right, so midline, max plus min over 2. And if you can see, my answer is either right or wrong, and you're wondering why I'm doing this. I'm stressed. So let's do it. Maximum is 3.5 plus negative 1.5 over 2. 3.5 minus 1.5 should be 2. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. So 2 over 2. Okay, sorry about that. So 2 over 2 is equal to 1. So yeah, I was right. It is at 1. Oh, I guess an easier way would have just put that at the line right there, measuring up and down. And then it would have been very clear. So y is equal to 1. Now my amplitude is 1, 2.5, 1, 2. See, now I can see it, 2.5. 2.5. Okay, just because. So amplitude, I'm going to use my formula, is max minus min over 2. So my max was 3.5 minus, I gotta be careful, minus 1.5 all over 2. 3.5. So negative and negative makes a plus. All over 2. 3.5, 4.5. It's going to be 5 over 2, which is 2.5. But hey, if I'm writing the test, you know what? I probably would have these formulas on there just in case. And if you didn't need to do it like I did, that's perfect. That's fine too. You don't, I'm never going to take off marks unless I specifically say calculate it and show me the work, which I normally don't do on these. Oh, sorry, forgot the period. Now I got to find my marker. Oh, there it is. I try and use the same colors all the time because my brain, I don't know, it's happy. It knows when it sees orange, okay, that's going to be my period. And you don't have to trace all the stuff when you're doing assignments, but it can't hurt. And it's maybe going to make some more neural connections for you. All right, so it's 360 degrees. Almost done. All right, last one here. Oh, that's getting hard to read. It's so tiny. All right, max is 1. Minimum is -3. So my midline is -1. I think it was those halves that messed me up and all those extra words. Don't worry. So there's my middle. There's my maximum. There's my middle. So if I go from here to there, that's 2. And if I go from there to there, that's 2. So I know that's 2. And I am just getting lazy. Just know what the curve is. And there we go. It is 90 degrees. Remember, periods should have degrees on them. Check, check, check. Max, min, and midline should have y equals something, and amplitude should always be positive. Be like an electron. No, that's not the joke. So disappointed in myself. Be like a proton. Stay positive. Bye.